Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green, manager of the AFC Wimbledon Wimbly Womblys. Today taking on Rochdale in the Check-a-Trade Trophy. Now I know what you're wondering, couple things. First off, didn't we just play Rochdale away from home in the rain 2 days ago? Yes we did, but that was in League One. This is in an entirely different competition, the coveted Check-a-Trade Trophy competition. My understanding is that this is a winner-go-home competition, formerly known as the John Stones Paint Trophy. You know, it's, by the way, there he is again, Camps. Meredith, I believe this is a call from on high to bring Camps to AFC Wimbledon, where he belongs as a Ginger Macklemore. There I am, Aussie manager, your hero, the one and only, just beautiful, beautiful red hair. Anyway, what is the Check-a-Trade Trophy? I don't know. It's a highly prestigious competition in English football. Some people say that it matters more than the Champions League. It was always been my dearest dream to win the Check-a-Trade Trophy, and so today I have put our best team forward in an attempt to do it. Look at Shia LaBeouf. He's a leader. He's a talker and a leader. By the way, during the time that we've been making these videos, the actual Shia LaBeouf has changed so much as a person and as an activist. So Shia LaBeouf is changing along with him. Anyway, Meredith, today I'm going to be answering questions that you asked me, that Meredith is going to repeat, and then I will answer them with the kind of insightful commentary that you've... Just kidding. Let's not kid ourselves. Meredith, what's my first question? Which is better, Diet Dr. Pepper or Snickers? Well, definitely Diet Dr. Pepper. I mean, if I could only have one of those for the rest of my life, it would definitely be Diet Dr. Pepper. I love, I just love the taste of Diet Dr. Pepper. Whereas a Snickers bar, like, don't get me wrong, I really appreciate my deep relationship with the Mars Company. They sent me 387 free Snickers, and I will never forget it. It's one of the most generous things that anyone has ever done for me. I mean, it wouldn't honestly be that big of a deal to me if I never got to eat a Snickers again in my life. It would be a pretty sizable disappointment if I never got to drink Diet Dr. Pepper again. Although I think I could handle it. Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't... Like, if somebody came to me and said, like, Diet Dr. Pepper is seriously endangering your health and you can no longer drink it, I would be like, what about one a day? You know? Like those daily multivitamins called one a day. What if we just did the one a day strategy, where I take a multivitamin in the morning with my morning Diet Dr. Pepper, and then, you know, maybe like one in the afternoon. Just like two a day, and then like one right before bed, if that's okay, just as kind of a tonic, you know, like Mark Twain used to drink ale. All right, what's my next question, Meredith? I should have gone over the top there. I apologize to my friends and family for not hitting the LB bumper. What's my what? Where do I see AFC Wimbledon in 5 years? I think the Wimbly Womblys will be in the Champions League. Oh no, it's a disaster! Shia LaBeouf! Oh. Everything worked out better than expected, and we got to pass out of the back, even though it was extremely ill-advised. That's always fun. And then, yes, I like that. I like that pass. I like that pass. I don't know who this guy Kelly is. Oh, he's our new left back, right? Oh, that's good. That's really good. Oh, it's gotta be. Oh, John Green. He was inexplicably John Green not in a huge hurry to go ahead and like just get on the end of that rebound and score. I that's very disappointing. I know that like he's a little tired. Also, he's just been called up for international duty for the first time by the United States of America, his home country, and I know he's really excited about that, but, I mean, that's inexplicable. I'm sorry, what was the question? I've lost myself. Oh, okay, the real-life AFC Wimbledon in 5 years. Look, the most important thing by far is that the real-life AFC Wimbledon in 5 years be playing in their historic home in the new Plough Lane Stadium. That is the most important thing to me. I really, really, really want that for the club. Oh my God, probably should have flashed across. It's disappointing. I agree. You know what though? I like the frustration. I like to see you angry, because when you're angry, that means that you understand that you had an opportunity that you didn't take advantage of, and it means that you're going to push yourself harder next time. That's what a good number 9 does, John Green, Nate Bennett. Yeah, I think the most important thing is that they're in that stadium. And in a lot of ways, like, I think that's the, you know, that's the full That's the full circle of the story for AFC Wimbledon, who, you know, Wimbledon fans for a long time have been singing this song. Even before the club was moved to Milton Keynes, they've been singing this song, Show Me the Way to Plough Lane. Plough Lane was their, by the way, Camps just failed to score. Plough Lane was their stadium for like 100 years or something. And then the team was started getting moved around because Plough Lane was deemed unsafe, and the club had some financial problems, and so they had to share a ground with Crystal Palace for a while. A lot of things that happened. And they've been singing this song, "Show Me the Way to Plough Lane. I'm tired. I want to go home." At a football ground 20 years ago, and I want, and I like want one again. I think to be able to sing that song in their new stadium will be the conclusion of that part of the story. That matters to me much more than where they are and what league they're in. I think that, you know, Wimbledon are a big enough club, and they have enough support to be in the championship within, I don't know, 5 years, maybe within 10 years. And I think that, you know, eventually there's no reason why they can't be back in the Premier League. I think that's really, really hard, especially for a fan-owned club that doesn't have a lot of money. Most of the teams that are able to move up from the championship right now are teams that have huge amounts of foreign investment, and Wimbledon's never going to be that, obviously, because they're owned by their fans. But, you know, the arc of history is long, and unexpected things happen, and oh, that was a really good pass there. And I think it's perfectly possible that they'll be back in the Premier League at some point. But I think 5 years from now, the important thing is to be in the new stadium. That's all I really care about. And also, I mean, yeah, not drop out of the Football League. It's okay to get relegated out of League One, but not out of League Two. What's my next question? Advice for nerds trying to do the sports thing? Well, I have recently become a nerd trying to do the sports thing. Well, I've been a nerd for a long time, but I've just recently started trying to do the sports thing. You know, I think the key is, like, I don't know. I created this false dichotomy for a long time in my mind between sports and intellectual activities, between, like, physical activity and mental activity, and that somehow they were opposites, and people who engaged with their bodies were, you know, wasting time that could be spent engaging with the mind. This turns out, I think, to be a totally false dichotomy. And the truth is, as usual, significantly more complex. But first ball, John Green's got to score a goal. Oh, my God, he just absolutely... I mean, he just humiliated the Rochdale goalkeeper. Ball, John Green. Why do we only have 400 traveling fans? Ball, John Green, he gives it all for the team. Upon his mustache, we're keen. Ball, John Green, I think I just did a finesse shot, by the way. So I don't want to brag, but that was a successful play by me, and I'm very excited about it. Okay. So I guess my first piece of advice is to not see, you know, working with your body or doing stuff, doing physical activity as an unintellectual exercise, but instead as, like, part of the larger intellectual project of being a person. I found that very helpful. Look how speedy John Green is, by the way. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, my God. How did he not finish in that situation? Oh, my God. People always criticize me for only playing on the near side of the field because I'm, like, blind and I can't see what's happening on the far side of the field. But I just like to point out that I had a very successful attack on the far side of the field just now. It didn't result in a goal, but it was extremely successful. No! Why is the camera shaking? I mean, that's a little unrealistic. This is Rochdale, not Barcelona. Come on. All right, we've made a horrible mess of things. Now we have to figure out a way forward. I mean, Tom Beer is absolutely, he's just destroyed. And then I'm going to have to bring on Frankenstein. I'm going to do this, I think. That's what I'm going to do. And then I think I'm going to save my third substitution because I don't actually know if this is one of those competitions that goes to extra time or a replay. Hopefully it goes to extra time, because the thought of having to play Rochdale yet one more time is genuinely unbearable to me. And I know that the players, the last thing they need is another game. That's a good opportunity to pass to John Green, and then he's a cutter backer. That's good. That's very good. That's great. Oh, it's fantastic! And what a finish. What a finish. It's Whelpdale. I just moved him into the center of midfield, and he scores his first goal as a Wimbly Wombly. Moments later, I'm a genius. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, look at that. He put it on his preferred left foot. He took the time he needed to make the turn, to put it on his left foot. I don't even have a song for him. He scores when he wants. It's Whelpdale, ladies and gentlemen. Osiasi manager, looking like the genius that he is. Very pleased with himself. All right. What's going on in the questions? I've lost myself in the thrill of the FIFA. My favorite Dr. Seuss book? I mean, I think Green Eggs and Ham is really a work of considerable genius. The story of that book, I don't know if you know the story of that book, Meredith. It's a pretty great story, which is that Dr. Seuss had this legendary editor and who edited not just children's books, but all kinds of books. And he challenged Dr. Seuss to write a book with only 50 words in it. Oh, wow, off the post. And Dr. Seuss did, and that book is Green Eggs and Ham. It only has 50 words in it, and I think it's a really wonderful, smart book. I also love the Lorax. I mean, Dr. Seuss is such a smart, interesting writer. The whatever the rhythm or the music or of his meter is, it's just it always feels like it didn't exist before, but that it was inevitable, that like English needed that kind of nursery rhyme. But I think that Dr. Seuss will be read in like 300 or 400 years, the way that the way that some fairy tales are. Like I think it'll age that well, assuming that English doesn't change a lot as a language, which is possible. And yeah, I just think he's an extraordinary writer. Almost as extraordinary as that steal right there by Bartram. And now it's John Green. It's John Green. It's John Green in the dying embers of the game. He passes it. Oh! How did the goalkeeper manage to grab that ball? That's very disappointing. I thought that was a nice job. I thought that was a nice job by John Green's husband, John Green, there. But whatever. The point is that we won the game. Dr. Seuss is a genius. And hopefully we never have to go to Rochdale ever again. We'll just get promoted and never... I mean, not that it isn't a lovely town, but we're just... What we got out of this 2-game series was 2 victories and hopefully the acquisition of camps. Thanks for watching. Best wishes.